Hi, I'm Kelly with Evolution Power Yoga and Evolution Go. This is a 20-minute practice focusing on back bends. So for this practice, you're going to need a mat and a strap. Let's get started. Come to child's pose. Knees to the width of your mat, big toes together. Stretch your hips back, rest your head onto the floor. And then take a deep breath in through your nose and let a sigh come out through your mouth. 2 more breaths like that. And settle into the mat, into the space for practice. And then come up to downward facing dog. Stretch your hands forward, your feet back. Bend your knees enough that you're able to press your sitting bones up and back away from your hands. Breathe here. And as you press your hands deep down into the mat, create as much space along your spine as you can. We're going to use all that space in our practice today. And then take a breath in. And on the exhale, walk up to the top of your mat. At the top, inhale, lift halfway up, lengthen your spine. Ragdoll pose. So you can drop your arms down towards the floor. If your low back needs a little extra support, as mine does, you can rest your forearms onto your thighs. Then press your feet down deep into the floor and feel for the rebound, the moment where the press of your feet results in the pit of your belly, front ribs drawing up and in deep towards the front side of your spine. And then last up, let your head hang. And then press all the air out of your lungs. Press your feet down deep. And on the inhale, roll up to stand. Inhale, reach up, stretch up, take a big breath in. And then exhale, hands to the center of your heart. Set your eyes to a point. And we'll begin with 3 ohms. Inhale. And then inhale, press down through your feet, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart, fold, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, lift halfway up. Step back, high to low, push up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Hold your upward facing dog for 3 breaths. So your knees can drop down to the floor, or you can press the top of your feet down and lift your knees up. So you can feel what your spine feels comfortable with at this point of the practice. Take 1 more breath in, and then exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Take 3 breaths. Continue to stretch your seat up and back. And 1 more breath in. Bend your knees, breathe out. Jump, feet to your hands. Halfway lift up. Fold down to the floor. Press down through your feet, reach up. Extended mountain pose. Exhale, fold. Lift halfway up. Plant your palms. You can step or jump back to low push up. Upward facing dog, hold it for 3 breaths. 2 more breaths. Shoulders up and straight back onto your upper back. Press your thoracic spine forward towards your chest. And take a breath in. Downward facing dog, press back. 3 breaths. Elongate your spine. 2 more. Now last breath in. Bend your knees. Jump. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain pose. Reach up. Chest up. Shoulders back. Forward fold. Halfway lift up. Low push up. Up dog. Hold it for 3 breaths. And so feel as you press your hands down, press your feet down, maybe your knees down, what new lift up do you have access to? So I can feel now the pit of my belly is starting to fire up and lift, and there's new space now opening up through my lower back, the joints in my lower back. Take one more breath in, downward facing dog, press back. 3 breaths. Breathe in, breathe out now, float. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, sit your hips back, reach your arms up and forward, forward fold. Halfway lift up, low push up. Upward facing dog will flow right through. Downward facing dog, step your right foot forward, warrior one, come up and hold. So in this warrior one, take your arms out to a cactus shape. Elbows straight out from your shoulders, forearms pointing up towards the ceiling. In this position, draw your shoulders straight back onto your upper back. So it's not pulling your arms back. Your arms, forearms stay where they are. You're pulling your shoulders straight back. See if you can lunge down a little bit deeper. And with your shoulder blades, now press your heart forward and up into a bit of a back bend. Take one more breath in. 2 hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. 5 breaths. Integrate your shoulders onto your upper back. Use your goalpost arms. Lunge deep. And then lift and open through the front of your spine. Breath in. Hands to the floor, low push up. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Take a breath in and a breath out. And step your right foot to your right thumb, crescent lunge. Grab your strap on the way up. So once you're up, open your strap up and catch the strap with both hands, sitting up maybe 2 to 3 feet between your hands. Now, set your pelvis to neutral. Reach the strap out in front. Lift your shoulders up towards your ears and pull your shoulders straight back onto your upper back. Knit your front ribs in. On the inhale, take the strap up over top of your head. Keep your arms as straight as you can. On the exhale, drop the strap behind. Keep your front ribs hugged into center. Inhale, come up. And exhale, lower down in front. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower behind. Inhale, lift. Lower in front. Here's the last one. Inhale, lift up from behind. And as you lower in front, drop the strap, step back, low push up. Up dog. Down dog. Left foot crescent lunge. Catch the strap. This time, see if you can tighten the strap up a little bit so you're not using or putting quite as much space between your hands. And then set your shoulders. Press your thoracic spine forward towards your chest. Inhale, strap up, arms up, and exhale, strap behind. Yeah. And if you bit off a little more than you can chew at the strap, you can always open that space back up again. Move in a way where your shoulders can glide. Two more breaths. And so in this pose, you're opening up through your hips and you're opening up through your shoulders at the same time. Both of these areas are crucial in your back bends feeling free. One more. Inhale the strap up from behind. And as you lower in front, step back, low push up. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take one breath in. Blow it out. Slide out to high plank. And then lower it all the way down to the floor. So we're going to set up for locust pose with a bind. You can interlace your fingers behind your back, or you can again use the strap. This time, put about 6 inches between your hands if you're using the strap. And then press down through your hips, lift up through your legs, lift up from your chest, press the strap towards the back of the room. Stay for 3 breaths. Plug your shoulders onto your upper back. Keep your shoulder blades hugged in as you stretch your knuckles back. Last breath in, and lower it all the way down to the floor. Left ear to the mat. Take a breath. And then do it again. Locust, set it up, and lift up. Now you can lift your legs. If that doesn't feel comfortable, you can tuck your toes, keep your feet on the floor. It's a way to have a little more support. Breath in, and lower the right ear to the mat. Good. Lose the strap. Bend your knees. Set up for bow pose. Catch the top of your ankles, and then press your shins back. So different than some of the other poses, in this one, see if you can allow a melting quality through your shoulders so that your shoulders melt towards your upper back. Stay for 1 more breath. And lower down to the floor, left ear to the mat. Good. You can windshield wipe your legs side to side 1 time. And then second set, bow. Bend your knees. Hug your knees in hip width. Then press back. Sink your thoracic spine down and forward towards the back of your heart. Stay for a breath in. And lower it all the way down to the floor. Shake that out. And then plant your hands to the mat. Inhale, upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. You can lengthen out your base here. Work your tail up and back. Take 2 more breaths to get all the length you can out of your spine. The front, the sides, the back. And then drop to your knees, camel pose. So standing up high on your knee, we'll take 1. Set your knees hip width. Start with your hands on the back of your pelvis. Lift up through the sides of your body. Roll your shoulders up and back. And then stay or catch your feet as you lower your head back towards the back of the room. 3 breaths. Press down through your shins. Lift up through your upper back, through your chest. Stay for 2 more. 1 more. And then inhale, press down through your shins, lift up through your chest. Downward facing dog, press back. Re-lengthen your spine. So your base might even go longer or wider. Your knees might bend more or straighten more. That's up to you. So feel that out in your own body. Where is the ability to harness the floor that you can create that lift and opening through your whole body? And then take a breath in, bend your knees, look forward, jump to a seat, lie onto your back for bridge pose. So lie back, set your feet, and lift your hips up. You can interlace your fingers beneath your body, or again, you can use your strap, 6 inches between your hands. And what I like about the strap is if you're using that, with the strap, pull the strap. And not only do you get your shoulders onto your back, but you get space between your shoulder blades and across your collarbones. I'll stay and breathe. 2 more. 1 more. And lower it down to the floor. We're going to take 3 bridges or 3 wheels. So it's up to you. If you're taking bridge, press through your feet, lift your hips. So everyone will start in the bridge position. If you're going to wheel, set your hands wide and deep under your shoulders. And then here we go, first one. Inhale, press up. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Tuck your chin, come down. Take 1 breath. You can windshield wipe your legs if you need to. And then number 2, sit up and come up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Tuck your chin, come down. That's 5. Last one. Shake out your legs. Sit up and come up. 5 breaths. Press through your feet and your hands evenly. Feel for that to be the press that lifts you up. 2 more. Harness that bounce, the rebound from the floor. Last breath in. Tuck your chin, come all the way down. Supta Baddha Konasana. Rest your hands over your heart, over your belly, or one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart. Breathe in and out. And then hug your knees up into your shoulders for dead bug pose. Pull your knees towards your shoulders. Lengthen from your tail to your crown. And then hug your knees in towards the center of your body, knees towards your chest. Keep your right knee in and stretch your left leg down the mat. 3 breaths, hug your right knee up towards your right shoulder, keeping both pelvis, left and right, the back of the pelvis on the floor. Now, keeping your pelvis on the floor, stretch your right leg up towards the ceiling. You can catch your thigh, you can catch your calf, you can catch your big toe. Since you have the strap, you can also loop the strap around the transverse arch of your foot. Take a breath in, and on the exhale, ease your foot towards the space behind your head. 3 breaths. Stay for 2 more. See what quality of release and ease you can tap into here. Last breath in. Ease deeper on the breath out. And then release your right foot, hug your right knee up to your right shoulder, and switch your legs. Left knee to your left shoulder. Stretch your right leg long. 3 breaths. Bring a soft quality to your left hip crease. And then straighten your left leg. Catch where you're going to catch. Take a breath in. Ease your foot towards the space behind your head. And so to get that ease, you might have to bend your left knee. You might be able to keep your left knee extended. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath in. Sink the leg in, breathe out. And then release. Hug your left knee up into your chest. Your right knee up into your chest. Hug your nose up to your knees. Give your back body 1 more chance to stretch. And then release Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, knees wide. Open your arms up wide, palms facing up. Take a breath in. And a breath out. Straighten your legs, Shavasana. Rest. Rest the entirety of your body weight down into the floor. And feel the capacity of the floor to come up and meet you and support you right where you're at. And take a breath in. Exhale through your mouth. And draw your knees up into your chest. Roll to a side. Press all the way up to a seated position. Bring your hands to the center of your heart. And as you nestle your sitting bones down into the floor or a block, feel the natural lift up through your spine to the top of your head. And take a breath in. Clear it. And we'll close with 3 ohms. Inhale. Bring your thumb knuckles to the center of your forehead. Namaste.